Welcome back. Keeping skin from becoming too dry in the winter chill, well, it can sometimes be a challenge. Denise Dubois from Complexions Spa in Colony is here with some tips and what to do. Listen, I really need those tips. I have probably the driest skin in the world. So I need those tips. I try everything. So maybe you can help. You have a lot of tips here today.
Yes, yes.
The first one you said moisturize more. So that's one of the things. I moisturize constantly, and I still get dry. Is there something special that needs to be?
Well, there's different kinds of moisturizers, but I first want to also mention that first you should be exfoliating, because removing the dead skin cells helps the moisturizing products to penetrate more effectively. So exfoliating first, using a body scrub in the shower, or using a loofah, that'll help to remove that dead layer. Then your lotions or creams that you put on afterwards are going to be absorbed a lot easier.
That makes a lot more sense, because you get flakes and things like that coming off
so
even after you moisturize.
Get rid of that first, and then put the moisturizer on top of that.
All right, so moisturize a lot more. Is there something that you need to have in the moisturizer for it to work better?
Well, there's different kinds of moisturizers. There's lotions are your lightest type of moisturizer, and they have emollients and they smooth down the surface of the skin. But the problem with lotions is that they don't have a protective barrier that prevents evaporation. So it'll make your skin feel good for a little while, but then you'll need to reapply it.
Aha! So that's the key right there.
Yes.
Okay, so
then if you get into a richer cream, that has a protective barrier that seals in the moisture.
Okay. So, but make sure you exfoliate first for it to work even better.
And then put on your hydrators.
All right. Your other tip is don't forget your sunscreen.
The sun's rays are just as strong in winter as they are in summer. Plus, you have the added reflection off of snow. So a lot of people forget about using sun protection.
I was playing in the snow with my daughter. I noticed I got a tan. I got darker as I got inside. I was wondering why, and then there it is right there.
Yes, you can even get a sunburn.
Okay.
The other thing, just bouncing back to moisturizers again, oftentimes a moisturizing cream is not doesn't offer enough humectants that bind moisture to the skin, so you can add serums underneath your moisturizer that attracts moisture and binds it to the skin, and then you'll seal it in with the moisturizing cream on top.
Okay.
So that gives you extra hydration.
All right, before I try one, let's go through the list here. You said hook up your humidifier. That's important because
the air is so dry in the winter. It robs moisture from the air, which then steals it from the skin. So keeping the air moist by adding humidifier helps. You can also, this time of year, because of cold and flu season, add a little bit of eucalyptus to the humidifier, and actually inhaling the eucalyptus does help to kill the cold and flu bacteria in the nasal cavity. So that is a good thing to do in the winter as well.
Okay, so you're saying no hot baths, no really super hot. My wife has a habit of putting it on basically, you know, she turns into a lobster. So no super hot baths. That
breaks down the lipid barrier on the skin and leads to water evaporation. So you should take warm showers and baths, and actually a little shorter, so you don't dehydrate the skin.
Is there something to be said about using cold water to wash your face too, as opposed to hot water?
Well, cold water, it isn't going to dehydrate your skin. It actually helps to close the capillaries too, so it's not a bad thing.
So it's a good thing. All right, can I try some moisturizer?
Absolutely.
Actually, so we have about 20 seconds
left. Here you go.
Okay.
I'll just keep talking here. For the feet, in the wintertime, everyone's in boots and dark socks and shoes, so the feet tend to get very dry, but also fungus on the feet can be prominent this time of year. So using foot powder in your boots, and if you do get itchy skin on your feet, that can be actually a sign of fungus on the skin, not only in the toenail. So using an antifungal foam on the feet can be helpful. And then using your hydrating lotions and richer creams and butters on the feet to prevent the dry, cracked skin.
All right, those are very good tips. Really, really good. I mean, this feels so good, Denise.
Great.
I really love it, actually. So this is awesome. This is one of the ones with the protective barrier, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It is.
Denise Dubois, we're running out of time already. Can you believe that?
Well, we won't forget about the hair.
Okay.
Hair and scalp can get very dry this time of year as well, so you can use deep moisturizing hair masks, work them into the scalp, and that helps with the flakiness on your scalp too.
All right, perfect. Denise Dubois from Complexions Spa in Latham or in Colony.
Thank you so much. Road.
Exactly. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Be here. Thank you.
This is awesome. I love it. My hands are so nice already. For more information, we've set up a link on our website. Just go to WNYT.com and click on News Links.